An army's role around the world is to protect its country from perceived and actual threats and to ensure national security. In Pakistan, however, the army functions as the mafia, with corruption and extortion rampant amongst its ranks. With a dubious record of toppling elected governments, installing puppet dictators, and plundering the country's resources to fund the lavish lifestyles of its generals, the Pakistani army is truly unique in its functioning. Most recently, General Qamar Javed Bajwa has come under fire for what many are calling a questionable accumulation of wealth while he was head of the Pakistani army. Let's take a closer look at the fabulous lives of the fat cat generals of the Pakistani army and their utter disdain for a population that struggles to make ends meet. A recent investigative report by the website Fact Focus out of Pakistan revealed Pakistani Army General Qamar Javed Bajwa and families suspect financial and tax information. The report raises many questions as to the Bajwa family's disproportionate accumulation of wealth during the general's tenure as Army Chief, and to the Army's financial transactions in general. In an ironic twist, Pakistan, instead of vowing to investigate the Bajwa's financial situation, has ordered an investigation into what they call the illegal and unwarranted leakage of the family's tax information. And now, with Bajwa's blue-eyed boy Munir taking over, it will be business as usual, with no heads rolling for the rampant corruption plaguing the Pakistani army. Financial mishandling, corruption, and influence peddling by generals for personal gain has been the subject of several scandals in Pakistan. At the beginning of this year, data leaked from Credit Suisse, an investment banking firm registered in Switzerland, revealed information about 600 accounts linked to 1,400 Pakistani citizens. Account holders included several key politicians and generals, including the ex-ISI chief, General Akhtar Abdur Rahman Khan.
Exposure like this coming out is nothing new. It has been well known for long. We also know of a case of a Pakistani general who fled from Pakistan and he opened a chain of Pizza Huts in US. So it's nothing new. It is because the connect of the Pakistan army is not there with its general citizens that it has been allowed to get away with all these crimes that it has been doing. There's no one to check them, whether politically or from the media, because they're the most powerful entity in Pakistan.
One of the Pakistani army's biggest scandals remains its appropriation and sale of land in the name of welfare and providing housing for its officer cadre. On August 27, 2016, an article titled "Lust for Land" was published in the Pakistani newspaper Dawn. In the article, Pakistani freelance columnist and former civil servant Irfan Hussain exposed the reality of multiplying defense societies and the Pakistani army's insatiable hunger for land. Several other reports from Pakistan have claimed that the Pakistani army is using government land to fulfill commercial interests. The army has built shopping malls, cinema halls, and marriage halls on government land. The military appears to have interests in many land and commercial entities, ranging from petrol pumps to huge industrial plants. Money earned by rentals of these properties is being given to the families of army officers. In Pakistan, many petitions have also been filed over the failure to implement laws to protect lands from the military mafia. Though the Supreme Court of Pakistan has criticized the military establishment in the past for their involvement in commercial pursuits, the practice continues. While Pakistan has descended into a deep economic crisis, military officers have been given taxpayer-funded land allocations worth millions.
Well, the fact that today Pakistan is on the brink of, being declared a bankrupt nation, they have just no money with them. We have seen the recent floods which came in which 1/3 of Pakistan was underwater. Now, at that time also, the Pakistan army got a raise of 9% in the salaries. Can you imagine?
Pakistan recently ranked 140th out of 180 countries on the Corruption Perception Index 2021 by Transparency International, dropping 16 spots from the previous year. In Pakistan, corruption is so ingrained within the military that it seems unlikely that the appointment of a new general or even of new political leadership will be able to change the functioning of the country's most powerful institution. As Pakistan descends deeper into economic and political instability, the Army's top leaders continue to enjoy an enrichment of power and finances. It has been 14 years since Pakistani terrorists attacked multiple locations throughout India's financial capital, Mumbai. Despite a preponderance of evidence and in spite of New Delhi's best efforts, no action has been taken to hold these terrorists accountable. India has asked Pakistan to take immediate and irreversible action against terrorism. Pakistan, however, has failed to take any measures to curb terrorism whatsoever. India is understandably frustrated with Pakistan's inaction. India's External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar, stated that New Delhi will only be ready for dialogue with Pakistan once Islamabad ceases to export terror.
Terrorist groups from across the border, such as Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, or Harkatul Mujahideen, and their proxies thrive on assured financial support to commit barbaric acts of terror on Indian soil. Most states today are making efforts to place effective and deterrent domestic controls against terrorist entities. There are, however, a few who still aid, support, and even justify terrorism, and willfully provide financial assistance and safe havens. While we must enhance the capacities of the former, the international community must collectively call out the latter.
Pakistan and their refusal to cooperate to take steps to stop international terrorism is supported by their all-weather friend, China. China has blocked multiple attempts to designate several individuals as global terrorists by the United Nations 1267 Committee this year. Amid repeated holds by China on bids by India and the US to designate Pakistan-based terrorists and entities, New Delhi recently registered its protest against the ongoing politics in the UN Security Council.
Our efforts to sanction the perpetrators and facilitators of these terror attacks were blocked in the past for political reasons. These actors continue to walk free and have been organizing further cross-border attacks against my country.
India has continuously taken up the issue of Pakistan-backed terrorism in the United Nations Security Council and has received support from key allies like the US and France. Because of its commitment to fighting global terrorism, India has received widespread praise for its leadership of the UN Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee and for guiding the adoption of the Delhi Declaration on fighting terrorists with emerging technologies at its special meeting in New Delhi.